Bruh.
Sweet.
Got a dual stream W/Riffamaniac.
The dual stream.
Immortal technique. Revolutionary Volume 2. Yeah. Broadcasting live from Harlem, New York.
Get out your bowls, people. Get out your marijuana. I got some crazy shit to drop tonight.
You better watch what the fuck flies out of your mouth, or I'ma hijack a plane and fly it into your house. Burn your apartment with your family, tied to the couch and slit your throat so when you scream, only blood comes out. I doubt that there could ever be a more wicked MC, cause AIDS-infested child molesters aren't sicker than me. I see the world for what it is, beyond the white and the black, the way the government downplays historical facts.
What's going on, people?
Sponsored the rise of the Third Reich, just like the CIA.
Dual streaming tonight. Dual streaming. Get your shit together. Get your water. Get your drinks. Get your bowl pack. Get your blunt rolled. And just kick back and let the riff rap entertain you.
My words will expose George Bush and Bin Laden. Two separate parts of the same seven-headed dragon. And you can't fathom the truth, so you don't hear me. You think Illuminati's just a fucking conspiracy theory? That's why conservative racists are all running shit. And your phone is tapped by the federal government. So I'm jamming frequencies in your brain when you speak to me. Technique or rip a rapper to pieces indecently. Pack weapons illegally, cause I'm never hesitant. Sniper scoping up commission, controlling the president.
What up, my people? Get your buds. We're about to get a buzz on right now, my friends. Before I start talking about all this craziness. What up, T-Pain? I see you, bro.
Save your soul, motherfucker. Save your soul. Yeah. I hacked the Pentagon for self-incriminating evidence of Republican-manufactured white powder pestilence, Marine Corps flak vest with the guns and ammo, spitting bars like a demon stuck inside a piano, turn a Sambo into a soldier with just one line. So hear the truth about the system. Fuck up your mind.
Sizzling, what's up?
Dollars in 1989.
I'm glad you're here. I'm going to be talking about some fucked up shit. And your government is going to be involved in that. I'm tired of your fucking government pushing goddamn political correctness and equality and tolerance down the throats of their civilians while the fucking people are being blown up around them. I can't do it. I can't keep my mouth shut no more.
Arabs arrested during the emergency, and then it disappeared from the news permanently. They dubbed the tape of Osama, and they said it was proof. Jealous of our freedom, I can't believe you bought that excuse. Rocking a motherfucking flag don't make you a hero. Word to ground zero, the devil crept into heaven. God overslept on the 7th. The new world order was born on September 11th.
That's right. Dual streaming.
Father, forgive them, for they don't know right from wrong.
Actually, you do vote. The way that the system is set up, same thing here in the American government. Whether you vote or not, you still have a voice through the Electoral College.
And just so conservatives don't take it to heart, I don't think Bush did it because he isn't that smart.
So it's not that squeaky clean to just be like, well, I didn't vote, so it has nothing to do with me. That's a dodge.
The military industry got it popping and locking, looking for a way to justify the war for its doctrine. And as a matter of fact, Rumsfeld, now that I think back, without 9/11, you couldn't have a war in Iraq or a defense budget of world conquest proportions. Kill freedom of speech and revoke the right to abortion. Tax cut extortion, a blessing to the wealthy and wicked, but you still have to answer to the
Man, I got more shit to talk about. More terrorist attacks to talk about. More bullshit to talk about. Just once I'd like to come on here when I'm talking about my politics and not have to talk about a fucking terrorist attack. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? I told y'all 2 months ago this shit was gonna go down like this. I said this shit was gonna be the summer of rage. Get ready, bro. Get ready. Did I not say that 2 months ago?
Government ties is really running government lies. Read it yourself instead of asking the government why. Because then the cause of death that caused the propaganda to die.
Well, if you're just joining us, I do appreciate you coming in and saying what's up to a brother. Welcome to the What the Fuck Happened Last Week Riff Random Rant Show. I'm your host, Riff and I am streaming with friends today. Dual streaming. We have my boy 420 back in the Bat motherfucking cave, and he is streaming with me as well tonight. Without further ado, I'm just gonna hit up the Rockstar, because you already fucking know I got that double R Riff Raff from the Rockstar in the house. I am not paid by Rockstar, solicited by Rockstar. Draw your own conclusions. I fulfill my legal obligations. Are we good? And you wonder why I'm talking a mile a minute at the end of this thing. Okay. Politics, it's always the news. The
You
least
have
of
a
worries.
blinking hat.
What's up with the Riff Raff assassin? What up? So, without further ado, let's get into this little shout out list. Mr. Jelly Jungle, Golden Threat, who I do believe is live right now. Crazy Tools, Fart Socks, Chrissy Hammer, Stephen King Show 420 Club, GPG Club, Delix Live 420 Bat. That's my boys in the stream right now. We got Nikki D, Lovely, Liquid Lola, Dude 125 Hitter, Terminator, Super Dave, Twisted Sense, Pigeon, Laura Croft, Big Crash, Mad Max Graveyard, Salute, Rock Metal Nation, Listwitz, Ruger Q, Mary Pike, Critter, Nerdy Effect 604, Sam Naga, and Dr. Jekyll. What up, T Steve? How the hell is everything going? You're always welcome, dude. Going to bed. Got a busy day tomorrow. Have a good night, dude. Will do. Will do. Matter of fact, we're going to have a great night. As always, I just want to do a little plug of myself. Unfortunately, because I do talk news, politics, and religion, I cannot monetize my videos on YouTube, nor will I ever be able to monetize my videos on YouTube. The fact that I talk about controversial topics, and the fact that YouTube is a private company, they can determine, what controversy is. And every time I try to monetize my videos, they get demonetized. So therefore, Riff Rags and Trends is operational. Support your local media. I also play guitar. I'll be shutting this stream down with a guitar segment. So if any of that interests you, if I, make you laugh or you like the show in any way, shape, or form, go ahead and grab yourself a t-shirt. All right, without further ado, we're going to talk about this man right here, Mr. Donald Trump, fucking up as usual. I told you, man. I told you. I fucked up when I voted for Donald Trump, only in the sense because I didn't understand exactly what was going down, but I'm starting to figure it out. Your boy Riff Raff is starting to figure it out, and I got some things to talk about. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is his foreign policy, because the foreign policy, I told you, Donald Trump was going to fuck up in the foreign policy, and which he is fucking up in the foreign policy. Now, I like some of the things that he does for America. I like he abolished the NAFTA trade deal. He renegotiated, abolished TPP, fired James Comey, so on and so forth. He's done some things which I like for America. But when it comes to his foreign policy, that's where me and the Donald have a big, big problem with each other. Because I don't want to arm Syria with arms, with guns and things like that. We have a $460 billion arms deal that we just made with Saudi Arabia, and now we have a brand new thing that just came out that I'm going to show you here in just a second. Now, if you're new to the show, please smack that fucking subscribe button. I do this goddamn thing. I do it every week. Every Wednesday we do a political show. Every Sunday I do a full guitar show. And then in between, somewhere in the week, we'll throw some comedy or some guitar or something in the middle of all that. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this topic here.
As we're speaking right now, people's worst nightmares are coming to fruition with a disastrous foreign policy being carried out by the United States President Donald J. Trump. This is a very important video, especially for Trump supporters, to understand that the proxy war that has been going on for years between the United States, Saudi Arabia, Israel, and the Syrian rebels versus Iran, China, Russia, and the Syrian government is escalating on grand proportions. As we're speaking right now, just hours ago, U.S. coalition forces shot down a Syrian army plane in southern Raqqa. According to the Syrian government, the plane that was shot down by U.S. forces was carrying out operations against ISIS in the countryside around Raqqa when it was targeted, leading to a crash and loss of the pilot who is currently missing. The United States issued its own statement saying that the U.S. military says that the warplane was shot down because it was dropping bombs near U.S.-backed fighters inside of Syria.
I don't know how many times you've stuck up for me, bro. I appreciate that.
Shot down this warplane, and according to some journalists and analysis, this area was under ISIS control. And now, because of that, intense clashes have broken out between Syrian army forces and U.S.-backed forces in West Raqqa. And it's important to note here, this was just done hours before the United States signed a defense pact with the Kurdish forces, who have set their eyes to attacking Syrian government forces instead of ISIS. What we're seeing here is a grand alliance between the United States, the Kurds, the Syrian rebels, and ISIS against the Syrian government, which is backed by Russia and China and Iran.
British friends would disagree.
A proxy war that's being carried out right now in front of their eyes that could become a major global conflict at any moment, especially with Donald Trump taking such aggressive actions, ultimately becoming the air force for ISIS and radical Islamic terrorists in the region. And after that defense pact by the Kurds was signed with the United States.
Now, if some of the things he's saying is not making sense, you remember the 56 or 52 Tomahawk missiles that he fucking fired at the airstrip? Well, he didn't even break a fucking plane. What's that?
I'm making the party chat open.
Okay. He didn't break any of the planes. Matter of fact, the only 3 planes that he destroyed were actually 3 planes that were being repaired on in the first place. And you can look up Google images on the destruction that happened. It was this little tiny crater in the middle of the Air Force. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure they were taking planes off the damn airstrip later on that day after they friggin' shot the Tomahawk cruise missiles at it. Now, the thing about it is that airstrip was protecting a certain mosque or a certain church, whatever the hell they call that, which was keeping out jihad, the radical forces of jihad, right? Once they were trying to come in and infiltrate the forces. They were the only ones that were pushing them back. And then we destroyed the airstrip, which was supporting them. That's what Trump did. So not only once there, now that was over the chemical attacks. Trump also fucked up when he sent that shit over the chemical attacks. And why did he do it? Reports and rumors say that he reacted because Ivanka Trump was crying over some of the Google images that she saw. Now, I understand that those are really horrific images, but shouldn't we worry a little bit more about, you know, how we delegate this foreign policy instead of just go ahead and send 56 cruise missiles over there every time our daughter cries about something she saw in Google images? I'm just saying, you know, maybe we can act a little more rational about shit like that. Anyways, let's get back into this.
United States, they decided to make the Syrian government and Iranian-backed forces protecting the Syrian government their main sole enemy. This is on the heels of what we reported to you days ago, a video showing how the United States was allowing ISIS fighters to escape safely inside of Syria. Even with confirmed U.S. drones and U.S. air power in the skies during this exodus of ISIS from the major Raqqa city point, the United States still...
I'm tired of talking about terrorism, man. I really am.
Convoy of known
I wish something else would happen in the news every once in a while.
Safely. While at the same time, just a few days ago, as we reported to you on this channel, Donald Trump decided to launch airstrikes against Iranian militias that were fighting ISIS. It is very clear who Donald Trump decided to take sides with, and it is with radical Islamic terrorists, allowing them, giving them safety, and attacking the people who have the greatest chance of defeating them. Now, I know many people in alternative media coin the term that CNN is ISIS, but from what I've been reporting to you, from every sign that I've been telling you about, that you pro-Trump people have been saying that
I gotta reverse that, because what he just said there is bombshell. Listen to what he's trying to say.
reported to you on this channel, Donald Trump decided to launch airstrikes against Iranian militias that were fighting ISIS. It is very clear who Donald Trump decided to take sides with, and it is with radical Islamic terrorists, allowing them, giving them safety, and attacking the people who have the greatest chance of defeating them. Now, I know many people in alternative media coin the term that CNN is ISIS, but from what I've been reporting to you, from every sign that I've been telling you about, that you pro-Trump people have been saying that I was wrong about, that I was just sensational, that I should give him a chance on, that he's playing 4D chess, what is ultimately happening is that Donald Trump, your supposed anti-establishment candidate, is with ISIS. It should be Trump is ISIS and not CNN is ISIS, because Trump is actually doing the things empowering these radical Islamic terrorists in the Middle East, allowing them to win and protecting them. And the scary part is, we don't see this mentioned either in the alternative media or even in the U.S. mainstream media, which is hell-bent on attacking Donald Trump, but won't bring up this important news. Won't connect the dots like we have been on this YouTube channel and tell you from the very beginning since Donald Trump took office that he is personally helping the spread of radical Islamic terrorism. But if the mainstream media won't bring it up, if the alternative media that it's latched on to Donald Trump won't bring it up, this is a major significant step towards war, not only by Donald Trump, but also the Iranians, who are fed up and just fired ballistic missiles at ISIS in the east of Syria. Russia is also warning the United States after shooting down this Syrian airplane, calling
What's up, Lazy? How you doing, man? How you doing, brother? Hope everything's good with you, bro. Right now, the topic is we're shitting on Trump's foreign policy.
Washington and Moscow have been suspended immediately after this incident. This is just moments after Russian fighter jets intercepted U.S. bombers that were flying over its border in the Baltic Sea during more NATO exercises, simulating a full all-out war between NATO and the United States against Russia. And what is Donald Trump doing in the middle of this global geopolitical disaster? Well, he's tweeting about his approval ratings. Oh yeah, and also admittedly, knowingly selling weapons to countries that are accused of funding terrorism that he himself said was funding terrorism, like Qatar.
The nation of Qatar, unfortunately, has historically been a funder of terrorism.
Like he did with Qatar, and then
just like he did with Syria, just like he did with Saudi Arabia. When the 9/11 attacks happened, this was like back in the 90s. He said that Saudi Arabia could have had ties with that, and through the works of the alternative media, a lot of the Saudi Arabian officials have been leaked out to the point where the families that were victimized by 9/11 have been able to sue certain members of the Saudi Arabian families that were supposedly affiliated with it. So I just find it incredibly interesting to myself that Trump is willing to go out onto a limb and say, let's fight radical Islam, and, Saudi Arabia is behind 9/11, but then sign a $460 billion arms deal with Saudi Arabia. Does that fucking make any sense to any of you?
Of weapons. The same goes for Saudi Arabia, which he claimed financed terrorism during his presidential bid, but now has completely aligned himself with that terrorist financing country, giving them a major weapons deal, the largest weapons deal in world history, as they commit more human rights violations. As just yesterday, they killed 24 Yemeni civilians in Said.
Back
All
in
of
the
this
early
with the complete
1900s.
support of the UK and American government,
Fuck you,
working in
American
coordination
cunts.
with them. And it's
Hey, take it easy.
The Saudi Arabian, U.S.
This American understands where my tax dollars went and why the migrant crisis is happening. Trust me, I get it. And let me tell you this, from one American to somebody who I think is pretty goddamn cool, if that is the real pigeon, by the way. Listen, I know where American tax dollars are going, and I fucking apologize. I can't help the fact that my American, hard work and the sweat off my brow was sold to the Middle East in order to create the proxy wars that led the migrant crisis through Lebanon into your country. I can't fucking stop that, but I understand it. And I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, bro.
And now this very same man,
I'm sorry. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Further than his previous predecessor, Barack Obama, who we all know willingly started the rise of ISIS inside of the Middle East. And now Trump is following orders, continuing on the same path.
You're the fake
as George W. Bush, as Barack Obama.
You're the fake pigeon. You're the fake
and driving this country towards more meaningless war, more conflict, more terrorism, more wasteful taxpayers,
he's the
and
fake-
at the
he's
same
the
time
fake
not
420
only
bat.
undermining our national security,
He's the
but the
fake
national
420
security
bat.
of the entire world. As the world waits for the next disastrous move inside of Syria, I
You're the
implore
fake purple.
all the Donald Trump supporters who got him
No,
into
legit,
office
there's a
to
fake
please
purple candy.
wake up to the reality of the situation. Be brave enough to call it out, because it is only your praise, your admiration, your unwavering support of him that is allowing him to think that he could get away with this. Only when we stop
T-Steve, what's up,
worshiping
man?
idols and presidents and figures that we give all of our power to will we fully understand what's
I
really
didn't think you
happening
were.
in
I
this
could tell
world.
by your
And the
comments.
true picture of this situation is that there's a bigger plan here that's being carried out regardless.
I'm doing good,
of
man.
who's
Just shitting on
president, that
Trump's
is
foreign policy. I
continuing
can't
and
fucking
will
stand it.
continue if we don't wake up to the reality of the situation. I want to thank you guys for watching
Thank you,
and
man.
supporting real
Have a great night,
independent
then.
media. Your donations on wearechange.org, whether they're through mail, Bitcoin, or PayPal, mean the world to us and allow us to devote our time.
Well, he's
and
talking
energy
about
to give you the
supporting his
news report.
channel, and I totally agree with that. A lot of these guys, you know, with the adpocalypse that YouTube calls it and whatnot, where a lot of these guys are getting their ads pulled and, you know, different, like AdSense. AdSense is not working with them. Certain Patreon accounts have been closed due to conservative opinions. Again, I'm not even conservative. I'm more of a classical libertarian in a sense, you know, where I like, you know, true trailblazers and, you know, shit like that. But somewhere along the fucking line, when I started defending myself and the way I think and shit, I became a goddamn conservative after Trump took office. I don't know how the hell it happened, but it happened. So anyways, Trump fucked up with the foreign policy. Surprise, 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 huh? I fucking knew this shit was gonna happen. And people are asking me, yeah. Yep. And they're talking about giving $460 billion to Saudi Arabia. They're gonna, you know, let me just tell you this. We have more boots on the ground. America is on more beachfronts right now than we were back in World War I. Shit is popping off. Shit is happening. We got like 36,000 troops in South Korea right now. I mean, everything is just spelling disaster, you know, and they're gearing up for civil war. Operation Jade Helm is in full effect. They got FEMA regions all set up and ready to go. A lot of the Walmarts have been cleaned out. They're all set up and ready to be turned into FEMA centers when, you know, during the whatever, this event. And when you talk to one of these military personnel, one of these officers, and ask them what the Jade Helm operation is all about, they say it's for constitutionalists. So, IED, guys like me. Finsbury Moss Terror. Okay. Now, this is the type of shit that's really getting on my nerves. Every other goddamn week, I'm talking about a terrorist attack. And now, recently, especially this last week and this week, it seems to be happening every other goddamn day. And the thing that's really pissing me the fuck off is that I even caught them red-handed. I lost the video in the archives, but eventually when you're poking somebody in the chest for so long, they're gonna poke back. You know, retaliation. For every action, there's an opposite reaction. Every time. And when you have the Ariana Grande bombing, when you have the dude that did the whole thing at the London Bridge and all that, and, you know, and everything else. I put the list up 2 weeks ago. I put the list up, and it was too much to even talk about. It's embarrassing, really, all this terrorist attacks that we're letting happen. I think it's been like almost 2,000 deaths so far in 2017 alone that we are talking about here. And the thing that really upsets me is that the terrorist attack, when it happens, it's like 2-3 days later, oh, we don't want to say it's a terrorist attack, we don't want to say it's Islamic, oh, we don't want to say it's ISIS. And meanwhile, Al Jazeera, ISIS is just like, yeah, it was us, woo! It was us! You got a flat tire, it was ISIS, right? It was everything going on. So, what I don't like is when the good old boys, British males, London males, Irish males get together and then burn down apartment buildings in which these people are living in, or burn down mosques in which these people are huddling in, and you know, setting up their plans and their schemes. I mean, you saw one of the mosques. A lot of the mosques that get shut down, they're pulling rocket launchers out of that bitch, Molotov cocktails, IED bombs, AK-47s. You know, they are pulling out the shit. You know what I'm saying? And Steven Crowder was another guy that I thought was really cool. Steven Crowder had, he was prank calling a lot of these mosques. He was trying to create a video to prank call some of these mosques to see if they would take in refugees. You know what I'm saying? Because it was supposed to be funny. And none of them answered their phone. Even, they didn't even have an answering machine. One would even think that they're just a business front. I'm just saying, so whenever these good old boys get together and retaliate back against where these people are living or where they're going to church or where they're working, then that's when CNN or that's when ABC or NBC or MSNBC News has a field day with it. And I caught them red-handed. Not only did a guy in a cell phone capture CNN staging, remember the fire that happened? And then there was like 600 people that got hurt, and they were trying to say it was all the women and children and shit. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't want to challenge that, but what fucking women and children? You've seen all the migrant crises. You've seen the long list, or the long line of people walking across these fields. Where the fuck are the women and children? You show me. You show me. We could look up video after video. Where are the women and children? So anyways, long story short, they huddle a bunch of Muslims that didn't even have anything to do with the goddamn fire, because some journalists did some research on and did some facial recognition on them. Some of them didn't even live in the building. They just got a bunch of Muslims together, had them all huddled together in the middle of the street, put the camera real close up onto them, even wrote signs, hand wrote signs for them to hold up to the camera, and then fucking reported that as if it was news. And thank God for cell phone technology, because a guy on the side with the cell phone caught the whole fucking thing happening. So I'm sorry if, you know, I'm not sympathizing. I'm sorry if, you know, anger is my response. I feel like it's the correct response. I'm tired of political correctness and tolerance and equality being shoveled down everybody's fucking throat every time somebody gets blown up. You like Tommy Robinson, T-Steve? Yeah, I like him quite a bit myself. At least he has balls, T-Steve. He's chasing these motherfuckers down in the street. You know, he's got death threats. People have been trying to kill him. He's been ran off the road. At least he's got some balls. Where are the balls? Where are the balls, man? Where are your guys? Where are the real men?
Question. How to prove?
Yep. Well, conspiracy theory was invented back in the 50s and 60s by the FBI to discredit anyone seeking the truth. It's a clever use of language.
Yoda.
Sometimes, man, with the technology so good nowadays, it's hard to tell the truth, because when the final piece hits the news, it looks good. It really does, man. It's hard to tell sometimes. I'm gonna watch this piece on Paul Joseph Watson about the Fishberry Moss Terror. And you're going to see some of the statistics that he'll pop up here. It's pretty alarming.
A right-wing terrorist drove a van into a group of Muslims near a North London mosque. Disgusting, tragic, reprehensible. But wait, I thought the reasonable way to respond to terror attacks was just to unite and love everybody. Why is everyone so outraged? I mean, surely we should just tweet pray for hashtags, light candles, arrange pop concerts, and sing Don't Look Back in Anger. Maybe our main concern should be white people being stereotyped and harassed. Maybe we shouldn't antagonize violent right-wingers because they might get offended and carry out more attacks. Maybe we just aren't giving violent right-wingers enough roles in movies. Maybe violent right-wingers just haven't been hugged enough. Surely we should just carry on exactly as before. I mean, that's what happens after every other terror
that's what
attack.
They said after
so
the
why
Ariana...
change now? But seriously.
See, that's the shit that pisses me off. Carry on. Keep calm and carry on. That's exactly what they said after the Ariana Grande contest. And people were buying it. They were fucking buying it. And the other thing that pissed me off is one of the ladies who saw this guy, because this guy stuck out like a sore thumb. You know what I'm saying? Seen the dude, reported suspicious activity. And you know what? The security guard didn't do anything about it. You want to know why? For fear of being a fucking racist.
Islamic terrorists have killed 1,263 people in the last 23 days alone. To equate the sporadic threat of right-wing terror with the mechanized, industrial level of bloodshed carried out in the name of Islam is intellectually dishonest and crass. Every death is a tragedy. Every attack is an outrage. But for the left to be selectively outraged about only this, while making excuses every time there's an Islamic massacre, is rampant hypocrisy. In just the time people were reacting to this, there were 2 more attempted Islamic terror attacks in London and Paris. Violent extremism of any kind is unacceptable, but the threat posed by right-wing terror and Islamic terror are clearly not comparable.
My thoughts are with those in Manchester and the UK tonight, and I'm disgusted and unsurprised at Trump supporters exploiting this tragedy.
Okay, can I just say something about that? This is all you fucking people do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, man, all you people that get on your little Twitters and your little hashtags and your hashtag not all Muslims and all this bullshit, where is your voice? When this shit happens, I don't see anything happening in your Twitter page, in your Twitter followers. Where's your IG then? Where's your Facebook page then? What happened to hashtag not all Muslims? Where's your voice? Why are you not separating yourself from these attacks? I don't get it.
So he's angry about people exploiting terror attacks for political gain. Wonder what he said about this one.
This is a terrorist attack. The perpetrator is a white terrorist. We need to say these things out loud as much as possible.
Right, so not all Muslims are responsible for terrorism, and to even hint there's a connection between Islam and violence is racist. But the first...
Which is exactly what my friend T. Steve just said. If you even question, you're a conspiracy theorist. And then that's amongst your peers and your family. And then you're looking as somebody who's not working or with the grain. You're not going along with the everyday thing. Why? Because you asked the question? Where's your free speech? No.
Whereabouts do you live? Yeah. How close is that shit? Pretty close.
Well, you're not naive, you know. And same here. Why do you think I'm talking about it? Because I'm not naive, and I'm fully aware of the fact that can easily come here, and it's not. If it's not here already,
It's some
it's not here
scary
already.
shit. I have to say it's really neat hearing a different perspective from somebody that is over there. You know what I mean? You know, I like having different
You'd be
perspectives.
surprised how many Europeans like the riffraff, man, just because I'm an American that fucking gets it, and I'm not all about my patriarchy. Oh, well, America.
Then you got the fucker Pigeon, though. Pigeon, he's European. He's a fucking son of a bitch.
Pigeon? What?
Fuck
Pigeon's a cool motherfucker, man.
Blah, blah, blah. Like, what the fuck?
That was I don't think that was the real Pigeon. I really don't. I don't think that.
No, that was.
Thing you do after it.
Yeah. Right.
Either way, I've heard him say it on stream anyway.
Yeah. I don't think he'd come in anyways. Anyways, let's finish this video up here.
Continue, Riff.
An attack by a white guy is to point out the colour of his skin to collectively demonise white people.
Mainstream media call it what it is. The Finsbury Park attack was terrorism by a terrorist. Don't downplay the incident because he's white.
Literally no mainstream media outlet is calling this anything other than a terror attack, you utter moron. After this attack, the Independent newspaper actually called the police on Tommy Robinson. More leftists are calling for Tommy Robinson to be arrested than have ever called for actual terrorists to be deported.
I'll just stop just for, if you know, there's a few people in here. If you guys don't know who Tommy Robinson is, please YouTube that man. Look him up. He's got some brass balls. And his videos are great. You know, you'll see him getting fucking ran off the road, chasing down racists, rapists, sorry, not racists, chasing down rapists and shit. All kinds of stuff, like battling fucking people in front of the courthouse, fighting people. His videos are great. You'll see him. Check him out. Tommy Robinson. Check him out on YouTube.
That's in kid. J.K. Rowling said the terrorist was radicalised by Katie Hopkins. The Assistant Secretary of the Muslim Council compared Douglas Murray, a conservative writer who warns about the dangers of mass immigration, to Anjem Chowdhury, an open supporter of terrorism and a cheerleader for ISIS. No, not comparable. Actual hate preachers directly call for violence. We're trying to stop violence. Pretty big difference there.
When Islamist terrorists attack, we rightly seek out hate preachers who spur them on. We must do the same to those who peddle Islamophobia.
Oh, you mean hate preachers like Anjem Chowdhury, who was given free rein and a platform on television for years to celebrate terror attacks? Hate preachers like Abu Qatada, who was allowed to radicalise terrorists in Britain for over 10 years before being deported. Hate preachers like Abu Hamza, who supported terror attacks, Osama bin Laden, and radicalised known terrorists at the Finsbury Park Mosque for 5 years before he was arrested. Yeah, we really seek out hate preachers, don't we? We really seek out the thousands of known jihadists who roam our streets. No, we don't. We don't do any of that. Largely because the left has made it politically incorrect to do so. The same people who said nothing should change after endless terror attacks are now calling for all kinds of new laws. The same people who refuse to say Islamist terror jump at the chance to say Islamophobic terror. The same people who rail against surveillance of mosques are now calling for surveillance and imprisonment of journalists and commentators. The same people who say keep calm and carry on are now saying be afraid. No, you don't have the moral high ground. Your insistence that terrorism be ignored has fanned the flames of extremism on both sides. The vacuum left by the refusal to implement actual, rational, legal solutions and genuine border security has been filled by desperate extremists. That's on you. It's not on me, it's not on Tommy Robinson, it's not on Katie Hopkins, it's on you. And who was the first on the scene to exploit the terror attack within hours? Jeremy Corbyn. You know, that's odd because I don't recall him visiting the scene of the London Bridge attack, Westminster or Manchester looking sad. Diane Abbott labelled this a terror attack within hours. The Manchester attack that killed and maimed little kids, just an incident. Political violence of all stripes, be it right-wing, left-wing or Islamic, should be denounced. The right disavows its violent extremists. The only institutionalised groups that have legitimised violence in pursuit of political goals are the left and Islamists. And until that changes, you're not in any position to lecture us about violent extremism.
Exactly. And I'm not here to lecture you about violent extremism either. All I'm here to do is ask a couple questions, like, where is your voice? If it's not hashtag not all Muslims, then why are you not separating yourself from the attacks? Where's the assembly, you know? And when the good old boys get up and fucking do something about it, why is that being reported as this sad moment in the days? Oh my God, it's so terrible. You know, when really they're just retaliating because they've been getting blown up in the streets for the last couple of years. I mean, I just don't understand what's going on.
I have a question.
Terrorists are political, not religious.
Real quick.
Yeah, I don't
Is
think anyone
everybody's
said they
voice
were
being
religious.
shared on stream? Because if it's not, we're all gonna sound really weird.
Nah, I talk a lot anyways. I'm sure it'll sound fun. So, now I'm going to talk about another fucking terror attack, right? This one just happened today, a couple hours ago. It happened in Michigan airport.
So. Private fire GP. I'm going to go relax for a bit.
Alright.
Thanks for letting me join.
Alright, take care, Purple Convict.
Bye, see you.
See ya. Alright.
But that's what it is though, we're all too scared of that. Oh, sorry, come.
No, Steve, what are you saying?
Question, like, this just happened. Like,
yeah, this just happened today.
Today? Mm-hmm. What the fuck? See, I don't watch TV because it's bad.
It's bad.
TV's bad, okay.
It makes the bad sad.
Everything is depressing in TV though, isn't it? Murder here, rape there, death here, you know. Bombs here, guns there, blah blah blah. Everything's just depressing.
Who's talking? What's your name?
T-Steve.
T-Steve.
Yep. It's just depressing though, isn't it, that sort of thing? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. At the same time, you know, the journalist in me loves to freaking talk about it.
Yeah, but that's the reason though why people don't complain. It's that whole fear of being called a racist. If you say, oh, you know, there's 20 Muslim guys blowing up, you know, an area, and then you know,
I'll take whatever you
question then why you're against Muslims. But how can you not be when every day you read the paper, Muslim attack, Muslim attack, Muslim attack, every single one, you get like anti-Muslim. Sorry about that, carry on.
No, different subject. If you're looking at my stream, do you have any suggestions on the laptop?
I can
That's as good as I can do it.
Give me a minute, I'll have that now.
What's up?
Like, no, I got my laptop pointed at the camera so people can see you while they see me. While I see you on my phone.
Close the lid about 10 degrees.
I hate this guy and his holy.
Got stabbed at the airport.
Right, here we go.
Yelling.
Alright, so terror attack. Terror attack.
Hold on a minute.
Here we go.
So I was gonna wait for it to catch up.
Yelling out Allahu Akbar in Flint, Michigan.
Oh, that's getting worse, isn't it?
A police officer was stabbed in the neck at Flint, Michigan airport. Reports indicated the attack shouted Allahu Akbar. The incident is being investigated as terrorism. The officer is reported to be in stable condition. I like this one. The incident is being investigated as terrorism.
Money is a disease.
Isn't that so nice to hear for a change?
A lot of stupid people.
That's good. That's good.
I can agree with that.
Praise the Lord, the officer is in stable condition.
Not right bad,
Police say an airport officer was stabbed in the neck Wednesday morning at Bishop International Airport in Flint. He went to the hospital in critical condition, but now he's in stable condition. The officer was taken to the hospital.
Apparently he's in stable condition. He's not dead.
Police said the officer is in critical condition. However, his condition has been upgraded to stable.
So stable.
Police
Yeah, okay,
identified
so he is
the
in
injured
stable
officer
condition.
as Lieutenant Jeff Neville. Bishop International Airport was evacuated and is closed. The Canadian-born suspect shouted Allahu Akbar before stabbing the officer.
Canadian-born? That's fucking suspect. Where's Tyrell? Where's Tyrell Sendeco when you need him?
Has been taken into custody. The airport released the following statement.
Where's Fissy C, the singing gamer? What the hell is Canadian breeding terrorists for, Fissy C? What's going on?
The FBI is leading the investigation. The Flint City Hall began operating under heightened security and an abundance of caution after the incident. Right now, we are still awaiting more information about the situation at Bishop Airport this morning. Flint Mayor Karen Weaver said, "It seems like America's gotten used to Islamic Jihad.
Oh, shut the fuck up. And that's what we cannot allow to happen. We cannot get used to these terrorist attacks. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to beat us down with this shit. They're trying to condition us. This is a mental conditioning, is what we're all going through right now. Don't let them condition you. Okay, so
it's that whole bullshit of keep calm and carry on. Don't let them see your beat. Don't lose your cool, etc., etc. Don't be human, is what they're really saying.
No, fight your empathy. Fight your empathy.
Yeah. Don't be human.
Alright, so I'm gonna get off the terrorist attack because we've been talking about that for like 30-35 minutes now. So, but Jesus Christ, man, terror. It's getting a bit much. Don't let them condition you. Make sure anger is the correct response. Make sure you get excited about that stuff. Because I gotta tell you, when I heard about the Ariana Grande bombing, when my friend first told me about that shit, like, it didn't affect me whatsoever. Matter of fact, it wasn't until the next day that I woke up and I was upset. And I wasn't even upset about that. I was more upset about myself not being shocked at the fact that a bunch of little girls just got blown up.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I got pissed off as soon as I heard about it, because it's a teen popper concert. A bunch of children and moms and dads.
Yep.
Oh, my little girl really wants to see this. Or my gay son. He doesn't know he's gay yet, but we assume he's gay because he likes Ariana Grande. So.
Or he wants to get laid by her, which makes him not gay.
So. Too soon. Too soon. But, yes, that just pissed me off. They're targeting fucking children and families.
Yeah, it seems like almost on purpose, yeah?
Yes.
Let's see, terrorists should be deported into the sea. Just put them right out there, right? I think we did that once already, and then we called it Australia. Oh!
Which is funny now, because they don't allow prisoners into their country. Go figure.
That's funny. That's funny, though. No. I took a stab at one of my Australian friends right there.
Right. Anyway, Riff, I'm going to take off, I'm afraid, but it's been a pleasure, my friends.
Awesome.
JP Kills, a pleasure to meet you, my friends.
Indeed. Remember to subscribe to the Bat Cave, bro.
Yep, already had you on that one. Done it already. But you guys have a good night. Take care. It's been a pleasure.
Be safe.
See you in a bit. Peace.
Oh,
take care.
I got it. Later, bud.
Alright, it's all done by individual governments. They want us all to live in fear, yep. Ariana Grande is the first in the alphabet.
He was what a really nice guy.
Yeah, T-Steve's cool shit. Alright, so, matter of fact, I'm going to put him on my shout-out list really quick.
What?
I'm flying through this shout-out list so fast, man. I'm like Bone Thugs and Harmony, you know?
Gonna miss him. That hat really fucks up my laptop. But my laptop's already fucked up. On a regular screen, it looks really good though.
Alright, T-Steve on the list. Alright, so now I want to shift gears into what I've been talking about the last couple of times, man, with the Summer of Madness. It's coming up. You remember how I told you how the BLM and the Antifa are going to be gearing up and joining forces, and the BAM is an acronym that stands for By Any Means Necessary. They're going to be getting together on the 2nd and the 3rd of July to march against the American independence. Remember that. Remember I told you that. This will be the Summer of Madness.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Now, a lot of this shit has been fueled to basically blow up. I mean, I'm not trying to spread fear, and I've already talked a lot about this stuff. I've explained who Antifa is in great deal on my channel. I've explained who BAM is, not in as good a deal as Antifa because they're a little bit newer to me. And I've also explained who funded and who started Black Lives Matter and what their agenda is and why we don't hear about them anymore. And they're going to be making their great comeback this summer as well. I have a lot of info on that. So anyways, I just want to shift gears to kind of get you to see with beyond reasonable doubt that a lot of the hate and violence has been fueled and radicalized by the regressive left, or by the left democratical side, leaning left, whatever you want to call it, okay? That political spectrum that keeps spewing all this hate, all this like assassinate Trump, you know, kick the shit out of Trump supporters, you know. You got guys being... You got guys that literally are just showing love for their country by wearing a Make America Great Again, and they're actually getting shot at. So, I mean, whether you love Trump or not, that's just ridiculous. What does this guy have anything to do with you and how you feel and what you do on a day-to-day basis? The guy that's wearing a Make America Great Again hat, he doesn't sign your paychecks. He's not interfering in your work ethics. He has nothing to do with your life. I just don't understand why these types of things are happening. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this is all the hate and this is all the violence that is being injected into these radical groups that plan on marching against our independence this July. So let's get into this.
Darth, what's your pro?
The New York Public Theater.
I do stay in my home. I hardly ever leave my home. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this shit doesn't happen around where we live, though, Darth. To be honest, I'm just into it because I'm a news hound and I'm nosy. I like to know shit. So we're gonna watch a little bit of Owen Schroyer, and he's gonna break down a lot of the different attacks that have been going on between the left and
Welcome to the InfoWars Nightly News. It's June 16th, 2017. I'm your host, Owen Schroyer. Here's what's on the news tonight.
I'm now back to being an activist citizen and part of the resistance.
I hate news. Cable is the devil.
Wants you to join the resistance.
Come see your boy Riff after the news. Fuck the cable.
Theory that President Donald Trump colluded with the Russians to keep her from winning the election.
Better that than interfering in foreign affairs.
Then, Senator Tim Kaine is excited about the public outcry against Donald Trump and says the Women's March was a good example.
Now, did you just hear that just a second ago? They're talking about Hillary Clinton's making her comeback. She started up this group called the Resistance, and their color is purple, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. Now, when we all got up off our asses, like saying me and some other people, middle class, business class, whatever, hard-working class, got up off our asses and voted for Trump, we were voting against Hillary. I'm not that crazy about Trump. Obviously, I spent almost 25 minutes shitting on him today. So, I'm not crazy about Trump, but there's some things that I do like about him, and yeah, I voted for him and shit. But at the same time, I felt like I was voting against Hillary Clinton. I was voting against the establishment, and I was stopping something evil happening. That's what I truly believed. And now what's happening is Hillary Clinton is starting this group called the Resistance, and they're going to use that American movement called the Trump movement, I guess we'll call it, right? She's going to use the Trump movement and reverse it against us. And now she's going to say that she's the resistance battling the establishment, right? Because Trump's president. So now they're the establishment. We're the establishment. Guys like me who thought we were battling something, come to find out it's going to be used against us now. And I'll explain that in better detail.
Of a grassroots movement, but now's the time for fighting in the streets. All that plus Hollywood sends a message to the president. I'd like to punch him in the face.
What was I supposed to do?
All that plus much more up next.
Swing that judgmental pendulum and tell me what you would do if it was on your court. Because personally, I thought I was doing the right thing.
The globalist social engineers are not just targeting us with propaganda. They are manipulating our genetics. We are being targeted at every level by estrogen mimickers that lower our testosterone and other hormones and natural compounds that the body needs.
Where were all the Bernie supporters when his election was stolen from him? Why didn't they march in the streets? How come they weren't pissed off? You want to know why? Because a lot of the Bernie supporters moved over to the Trump team after they saw what Hillary fucking did to Bernie.
powerful organic herbs harvested around the planet and then concentrated for maximum potency. I've always believed in nutrition and herbs. Super male vitality was developed.
Who cares
to
about
activate
super male vitality? Let's get on with the news, baby.
Seen take place over the course of about the last 12 months, about the last year. And you can see during the campaign,
Porn
you
is a
can see
weapon.
the media is all happy. The Clinton supporters are all
I've never heard that, but that's
love
pretty
Trump's
funny.
hate, love and kindness. The election isn't rigged. You're just losing. Just accept the results. We remember all that. We remember the mainstream media telling the minions,
nobody knows
the brainwashed masses, the hearsay mafia, that it was without a doubt going to be Hillary Clinton for the win. But now, well, that the mainstream media was wrong and Trump is victorious, you can see that the left is in panic, the media is in panic, and now they want to riot, burn everything to the ground, blame Russia for everything, blame Comey, then say they like Comey, then blame Trump. Not my president. They won't accept the results. And many, many more of which we're going to go over now. So,
Hyena is a troll, is he?
First, I'm going to lay the groundwork as to why it is the left to blame for violence in the United States.
Hopefully I can reach these trolls. Teach them a thing or two while they're here.
Called for fighting in the streets. Go ahead and roll that clip.
We are so excited that the American public is energized to speak out against the abuses of this administration. Democratic senators led health care rallies, Save Our Health Care, on Martin Luther King Day in about 75 cities around the country, including Richmond. Tens of thousands of people rallied to save our health care. Then the Women's March.
I'm almost done with the grassroots section of this
video. Grassroots
to these orders. So the way we get outside those rules is we take advantage of this tremendous public outcry against the administration. What we've got to do is fight in Congress, fight in the courts, fight in the streets, fight online, fight at the ballot box, and
fight in the streets. Fight in the streets. A quote from Tim Kaine, who says it's a grassroots uprising.
That's a good
BS.
That's a good website right there. Footlocker.
It's a deep state operation. So there's Tim Kaine calling for fights in the streets. Let's not forget, Hillary Clinton launches the Resistance PAC. Hillary Clinton, one of the deepest members of the government, the deepest members of the state,
launches
that was what she campaigned on, all of her experience.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Magically, she just becomes the resistance overnight. But the resistance, you must resist. We must resist this evil that is Donald Trump, they tell you. And it doesn't stop there. We even have leprechauns that have joined this movement.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Robert Reich. Now, this guy has multiple YouTube channels that he's doing videos on. One you can find all his videos on is Resistance is Fertile. And he's got hundreds of videos there.
Maybe, I guess, yeah.
He's got everybody covering his national resistance campaign to fight Trump's regime. Again, that phrase, resistance.
Resistance is futile.
And you can, again, here's another YouTube channel he has, Inequality Media, which is where you can find some of his liberal propaganda, his liberal nonsense. But let's roll a short clip of Robert the Third or the Fourth Reich from Berkeley University.
How you feeling, baby?
Number 2. March and demonstrate. The Women's March on
I made my
Washington will be the
girlfriend
day
sick, you
after the
guys.
inauguration. There should be system
Lady
marches
Riffs
around
is
the
sick
country.
because of me.
Marches, monthly marches
More
against
resistance.
hate.
Against hate.
Keep them alive and keep the message
As we're
going.
shooting people, beating people up.
Number 3.
All right, that's enough of the midget. So there's Robert Fourth Reich. So far we got Tim Kaine, you've got Robert Reich, you've got Hillary Clinton. The resistance, fighting hate, fighting it in the streets, building up this animosity. We're only just beginning. Kathy Griffin. Of course, Kathy Griffin. Everybody knows about Kathy Griffin and her infamous decapitated Trump head, one of the most disgusting, distasteful things you've ever seen from a member of the media. And there she is, holding up a decapitated Trump head, and then has the nerve to say that Trump broke her. No, sorry, Kathy Griffin, you were already clearly broke. So that's nice, Kathy Griffin showing a decapitated Trump head. How about...
Now, again, let's just stop it right there just for a second. Why am I showing you all this? Because, like I said, the radical groups called Antifa and BAM, it's an acronym for By Any Means Necessary, and along with other groups, I'm pretty sure, I can't really prove it beyond doubt, so I don't want to talk too much about it just yet, but these groups plan on marching against the American independence on the 2nd and the 3rd. And they're putting in their 4chan websites. Maybe next week I'll actually put that up. I'll put up the 4chan websites where they're having their discussions on how they're gonna, basically go about doing this shit. And they're talking about violence, guys. They're not talking about a peaceful protest and marching in the streets. They're talking about beating people up. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about Berkeley riots. They're talking about, getting physical. So that's why I want to talk a little bit about that. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because why wouldn't they want to get physical when they have all the support in the news, in the media, on the TV shows, all this hate that they're seeing in the cable gives them all the incentive to do it. They feel vindicated. Why not beat the shit out of somebody? If Kathy Griffin and Jimmy Kimmel and all these people, say it's cool to do, let's go fight in the streets. Why not them? And these people are using that for fuel. And that's why I'm talking about a lot of this shit and why I'm putting it all together in a nice, neat little package so you can see all the hate in one little spot. And it's gonna make you fucking scratch your chin a little bit. Like, wow, that's what a goddamn bit.
Snoop Doggy Dogg. He decides that he's gonna put a image of him shooting a Trump lookalike in his music video. So that's Snoop Dogg now joining the party, pretending to shoot Donald Trump in his music video. Let's recall Madonna. Madonna gets out on the stage and says, yes, I have dreamed of blowing up the White House. And when this was brought to Elizabeth Warren's attention, the fake Indian, well, she didn't want to disavow that, did she? She went right along with that ride of wanting to blow up the White House. So now you got Madonna and Elizabeth Warren also on the list. How about Van Jones? My boy, Van, telling the public it's a white lash. Instilling hate against white people because of the election results when people of every race, color, and creed voted for Trump. But it's not about that. It's about Van Jones spreading more hate because of the results of the election. Now, as we've said, the real blame belongs on the left, and we're starting to see that come down with people like Newt Gingrich. But it's not enough. We really need to hammer these points home. How about Mickey Rourke? Donald Trump rant that he went on, telling Trump that he can, well, I won't repeat it, threatening to beat him up with a baseball bat in what could only be assumed a drunken, drug-induced rant from Mickey Rourke. Truly pathetic. But there you go, just more of the left spewing violence. You got the New York Public Theater doing their Caesar play. Another example depicting an assassination of Donald Trump. And I'll just say this, the Caesar play is happening right now, and I've got a little inside source that there's going to be a little disruption tonight. Wait for that to hit the news, folks. Of course, I'll probably be called fake news, but you just wait and see. So, the New York Public Theater, again, more depiction of Trump assassination, more depiction of hate, more stewing this violence, more promoting this civil war to go hot. Let's not forget the reaction to Trump Care. Trump Care could kill LGBTQ people. That's right. Remember what they were saying when they were trying to stop Obamacare and they are pushing a new healthcare plan? It's going to kill people. It goes on. Trump Care could kill an extra 50,000 people a year. Oh, it doesn't end there. The week, killing Obamacare will literally kill people. Interesting. Just more hateful rhetoric spewed from the left against Donald Trump without any foundation. How about this from Alabama? It's going to kill people. Alabama protests Trump care with dying.
Teddy Boop,
So
what's going on?
People buying into the fake news, saying that Trump care is going to kill people, and then protesting it. This is how the fake news cycle works. This is how it's the left responsible for spewing this hate and for starting this violence. How about Black Lives Matter? Anti-Trump protest in Seattle. We need to start killing people. Black Lives Matter is yet to be labeled as a terrorist group, despite people now being shot. And that brings us back to Steve Scalise, who gets shot at the GOP baseball practice. So you've got the left
little bit of a nut job
spewing
as
all
far
this
as
hate,
conservatism goes.
spewing all this violence, lying about Trump, lying about the election results, trying to wind up all of the mindless minions of the left to hate and start getting violent in the streets. And now you've got one that shows up at the GOP baseball practice and shoots Steve Scalise. Luckily, that's all that happened.
That's right.
But there's been more, folks. We'll get back to Steve Scalise in a second. How about this? The next day, powder-filled letters with threatening notes shut down Georgia Republicans' neighborhood. So now they're having to shut down neighborhoods because the left is threatening people with powder in mail. My goodness. How about this? Again, the next day, several shots fired at Trump.
Are you guys getting the point?
Truck flying Make America Great Again flag.
Are you guys getting the point?
So now you got people just firing bullets.
Am I driving it down into the ground hard enough for you? These people have more than enough support for their hate and their rage and their anger. I mean, you got Snoop Doggy Dogg, you got Kathy Griffin, you got Jimmy Kimmel, you got Jimmy Fallon, you got Conan O'Brien, you got Kevin Hart, you got Ice Cube, you got Mickey Rourke, you got Jim Carrey, you got Sarah Silverman, you got Madonna. All these people are spewing all this hate onto the social media that have all this influence and shit, and they have more than enough reason to go out and beat the shit out of everybody, to the point where they're actually planning to do it on the 2nd and the 3rd. They're going to march against the independence of America. And so, again, they're calling for violence. This isn't a march. This isn't no protest. They're not sharing their voices. They plan on beating people up. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Now, let's shift the gears a little bit. Talking about some of the places.
Gears, I'm going to end my stream, buddy.
Okay.
So, I'll be on there. Peace out, everybody. Mad love.
See you later, JP.
Everybody else. Yeah.
All right. So.
It's all you.
So, like I was saying, these people have more than enough reason to want to do that kind of stuff. Now, like I said, we're going to shift gears a little bit to Scalise, or Scalia. Is his name Scalia? The guy that was gunned down at the baseball field. Now, I wasn't able to find a whole lot of videos on this stuff, but I will tell you a lot of the things that I've read, and I'll just give you my analysis, okay? Scalise was shot because he was one of the investigators in the human trafficking. He was also a congressman. Now, the fact of the matter is that this goes all the way back to hashtag Pizzagate. Do you guys remember anything about that in the news or anything like that? And if you don't, I hate talking about this stuff. Hashtag Pizzagate is an underground pedophile ring that a lot of high-level people are involved in. Now, the reason why Hillary Clinton's emails were so important is because the FBI released the pedophile lingo in which these people use in order to communicate with each other. Okay, so the fact of the matter is that a lot of the emails were controversial because you had emails saying Obama wanted $60,000 worth of hot dogs, and please make sure these hot dogs are fresh because the last hot dogs, they weren't so fresh. And, you know, now where do you think he's getting that $60,000 from? My pocket, your pocket, anybody's pocket that pays tax dollars. We're literally funding this underground pedophile ring. How disgusting disgusting is that? Now, you have a few people that were going to blow the whistle on this. One of them was Seth Rich. Seth Rich was just gunned down, you might remember, a couple of weeks ago. 2 bullets to the back on Washington Boulevard. Now, he was going to leak the information on the DNC about the Russia collusion, how they're trying to post Russia up as a straw man to blame the boogeyman on everything that happens is the straw man. Oh my God, I stubbed my toe, it's Russia. Oh my God, I have a flat tire, it's Russia. It's Russia. Russia, Russia, Russia. So it's just getting a little bit of annoying. So Seth Rich was going to blow this whole goddamn thing off with the narrative, right? Now they shot him down because it would have destroyed that narrative. Now, get back to Podesta. You remember that little motherfucker? How about Anthony Weiner? He was just charged with a bunch of child pornography. Now, let's get back to Podesta. Podesta is one of the leading human traffic officers in our government. Now, you tell me where they're getting the bodies from. Now, Podesta and Anthony Weiner, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, the Bushes, the Obamas, all these people are in serious cahoots on this little pedophile ring, on this little... And I got more, dude. Like, some of these emails said, you know, on the farm, you know, the kids will be waiting in the hot tub, 11, 9, and 6. They can be a little persnickety, but they're ready and willing. Gross shit like that was in these emails. And they're all released. You can look them up on WikiLeaks and verify them for yourself. Now, let's get back to Scalia, because he was one of the investigators on this human trafficking ring. And he got shot, gunned down, in broad daylight in a baseball field. Now get this, hashtag Pizzagate. A bunch of pizzas were sent to that man's office after he got shot down. Now you tell me that's not a mafia move. That's a mafia move. Remember when the mafia would send a dead horse to your house? A dead horse? Dead horse's head? That's exactly what the fuck that is. That's symbolism right there. That is a dead horse's head saying you can't fucking stop us. We are powerful and we will gun you down in the middle of a baseball game. No fucking problem. That's what that means. So, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the resistance. Hillary Clinton is going to use half the people you mentioned are not even American born. I don't see how that's relevant. I mean, whether they're from America or not, I mean, you gun down people, you blow them up, you perform jihad, whatever it is, it's still ridiculous. So I want to... Yeah?
Still not a mod.
Yeah, I'll make you one. So, okay. Hillary, how do I do that? Do I just do it like now? Do I do it right from here?
Tablet or computer, not PlayStation. So click on my name, and it should give you an option.
Okay.
At some point, whenever you're good. But Darth.
I was changing topics anyways, it's all good.
That hat is crazy.
Isn't it though?
I like it. It was a bunch of LEDs.
Yeah.
Like, it's saying SOS. We need to understand. Hyena Jones says.
So I go to your channel and then what?
Look at my name. I'll type in yo.
I did that.
And you should be able to... the 3 dots on the side.
Three dots on the side of what?
Of my name. Like, on what I just typed.
I don't see the dots.
Just click on my name, maybe? I'm on my laptop.
I got go to channel, block, report, remove, put user in timeout. That's it.
No, go into the chat.
I am in the chat.
Oh, and then you see where I typed in yo?
Yeah.
There should be something saying 3 dots next to the name. Like almost by the scroll bar.
3 dots next to the name, almost by the scroll bar. Yeah, there's nothing there, dude.
Well, I'll worry about it later. Continue with your stream, sir. No worries.
I don't see no 3 dots, unfortunately. Why didn't any oppressed kill the dictator? Which dictator? We need to understand. Understand what? Which dictator we talking about, bruh? Actions, yeah.
You can only do it on a computer.
You can only do it on a computer? Oh well.
Oh well. Either way. Continue, sir. Mr. Blinky Hat.
I was pretty much done, I guess. I was just going to talk about Hillary Clinton and the resistance and how it's going to be used against guys like us. And maybe I can just philosophize just a little bit on, you know, this World War III thing and what I think it really means.
Preach!
Well, I feel that if World War III pops off and it gets blamed on guys like me, guys that, you know, Trump supporters, outspoken people, whatever the fuck you want to call me, I feel that I'm going to go down, me and all my fellow Americans will go down in history as the people that started World War III. And I don't want history to be written like that in the ages. 100 years from now, when they talk about how the greatest defeat in presidential history was when Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton, right? That's going to be talked about for years. The first time an American woman ever ran for president. How about when Time magazine actually printed the Madam President and then fucked up because she didn't win, right? Remember that? And you can look that up on eBay. I think they're selling for $200 or $300. It's an actual magazine that says Madam President on it. They fucked up because everybody thought she was going to win. Now, if this shit pops off in history like the way, you know, it's looking like, and World War III happens or whatever like that, then we'll go down in history as the people that fucking started it. How ridiculous is that? When the whole time, right, I thought I was doing the right thing. I really did. You know, I knew what the Clinton Foundation was capable of. I knew what they did to the Haitians. I knew their involvement in Lebanon. I knew what they did to Gaddafi. I knew what happened with Saddam, the whole migrant crisis and all of that, which is going down. The Fred and Fannie Mac Foundation, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, how it was all done. I get it. You know, and, you know, she was definitely an establishment. She's a Chinese operative. She's been working with the Chinese government for quite some fucking time. And I know all that. So that's why, you know, when I looked at Donald Trump, I thought I was doing the right fucking thing. I really did. I said, look at this man, a businessman as an outsider, where you can actually Google this man 30 years ago talking about, you know, how he wanted to run as president, but he wasn't ever going to do it. He was on Oprah Winfrey's show back when he was in his 20s and 30s, and he was talking very presidential, and Oprah was like, you know, you're sounding like, you know, presidential. Do you think you would ever run? And he's like, you know, Oprah, I actually don't think I would run, but if the country ever got so bad, then, you know, I would probably have to do it, and everybody knows it. And I'm pretty sure if I ran Republican, my numbers would be pretty good. They'd be pretty good. So therefore, you can go 20 years back. Matter of fact, you can go back to 9/11. You can look up the Donald Trump interview after 9/11. He seemed like a pretty goddamn decent dude 20, 30, 40 years ago. Could it be he was just playing possum the entire time? Could it be that they're death threatening his family? I don't know, but he's fucking up in foreign policy. He's absolutely destroying...
Trump is the new Hussein?
He's literally destroying...
What the fuck, Darth?
He's literally destroying what I thought, you know, would be this revolution, I guess, is what we'll call it. I thought it was going to be a revolution, like, you know, conservatism would win, and then somehow, you know, we would get the House and the Senate back through the Republicans. But the Republicans aren't perfect. The Democrats, neither one of the sides are perfect. I just thought Trump was an outsider, and he might be able to get a few things done. That's what I fucking thought. Now, a lot of people ask me, what do I think, you know, if Hillary would have won or if Trump would have won? Well, I'll say this. As far as America goes, I think what Trump is doing is pretty good. I like that he fired Comey. I like that he abolished the TPP. I like that he renegotiated with the NAFTA. I like how we're talking with Mexico and trying to work that whole mess out. There's a lot of things about that sort of situation that I do like. I'm not crazy about Trump care, I'll tell you that right now. I'm not crazy about Trump care because I don't want to be forced into a health situation or a health care because it's not a choice then, it's tax. You might as well call it Trump tax. So I'm not crazy about Trump care. But when it comes to foreign policy, you want to ask me what do I think if Hillary Clinton would have won? I say whatever Trump's doing overseas is exactly what Hillary would have been doing. I don't see any difference. I really don't. I think what's going on with the arms deal with Saudi Arabia, what happened in Syria with the chemical attacks and everything Trump did down the line and how he handled himself, I'm visioning in my head, that's exactly what Hillary would have done. I mean, he's literally working with fucking ISIS over there, I swear to God. I don't know if he just doesn't know it. Maybe he's just retarded. Maybe the military-industrial complex is working against him. Maybe they're feeding him false documents, just like Henry Kissinger said. Kissinger said, feed him false documents. Oh my God. I could go on and on. But the point is, the resistance that Hillary Clinton is setting up is going to be used against guys like me. And if World War III pops off, then guys like me will go down in history as the people that started World War III. Can you fucking believe that madness? Can you believe that madness that just spouted out of my goddamn mouth? What a clusterfuck! What a clusterfuck!
I'm so scared now. But I'm glad I have Alfred next to me. He'll protect me.
No, I'm just saying, you know, the perversion of racism, the perversion of gender, the inversion, well, let's call it the inversion. And this is where I'll smack a little religion in your face. The inversion of religion, the inversion of race, identity politics, the inversion of gender binary fluidity and all this bullshit, the LGBTQ community, the inversion of the political spectrum. That was one of Satan's greatest tools, was reversing things. Hence the 666 upside down is a backwards 999. Most demons talking upward, upside down, backwards fucking talk. I don't know how many demons you've talked to. I've talked to one. And it scared the shit out of me. I'll never do it again. It was banana backwards. Why the fuck the demon called himself banana backwards? I'll never goddamn know. But
you met my ex-wife?
Have I met your ex-wife? No. No, but the thing is like the inversion. I mean, how do you look at it? This, like, we're almost living in Little Nicky. Remember when the two demons were up on the earth and they were going around inverting everything and fucking everything up, getting it ready for hell? I feel like that's almost exactly what we're living in. They're fucking everything up, getting it ready for hell to take over, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know that's a crazy outlook, you know, I don't actually believe that, but Jesus Christ, I mean, it's a pretty fitting metaphor, to say the least.
That was a good movie. That was a really good movie. I need to rewatch that.
Yep, because it definitely applies right now. I feel like we're living in that kind of time and shit.
Fuck Idiocracy, though.
Yeah, Idiocracy is even more. Yo, Golden Thread, what up, brother? I'm just now wrapping up some of this political talk. I was gonna switch over to the guitar. I'm all out of topics.
Ooh, guitar time.
I'm all out of topics. But Golden Thread, man, you missed it, dude. I was going off today, dude. I was going off today. I've been bitching now for about an hour and 20 minutes. I guess I'm bored of bitching.
The dad approves. Dual streaming it up. I'm hearing the voice, but not in the video feed.
Kia, calling the storm, t-shirt. Oh. Can you do blue whales? Oh! Somebody wants a blue whale t-shirt. Yes, I can do whales easily. Hey, Seth wants a whale shirt. You want to handle that? That's your friend.
Seth?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
a whale shirt.
A whale! You know what's really funny?
He's like a...
Is it a
Mongolian
sperm whale? What kind of whale?
His t-shirts are kind of big. He might even be a small.
He might be a medium or a large, yeah.
Sperm whale.
Well, when the
Blue
medium
whale.
shows up, we'll see how
Yeah,
big it is. Because I ordered Laura's daughter a medium tiger shirt.
Okay, so we'll see. And I'll see stuff that we're... What's a medium, honey? $20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a beluga. Little baby beluga. Is that what she really wants?
You know it, bro.
Baby beluga. Underneath the sea. I really had that nursery life, bro.
Let's see. Going off like a fat cop on an all-free donut shop. Yes, cool. The dressing, going gold, the jacket. Want that hat? You want this hat, huh? I like this hat. I do actually. It's got more settings. Check it out. Hold on, where's it at? Look at that. That looks crazy, right?
Epilepsy.
That looks crazy. You can do this one. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Can you play Bloom by Nirvana? I don't fucking know. I've never even heard
you
that
should
song.
leave. You should leave the glowing.
Leave the glowing?
Yeah, like how it just kind of like goes on and off lightly. That's cool. It's like wow, 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 wow. It's like you're thinking.
Man, I
It's
hope
like
my
you're
boy
thinking.
Golden Threat's still here, because I'm going to listen to Bloom then. Alright, bub. You have yourself a wonderful night, dude. I've never even heard that jam, honestly. I'm not a big Nirvana fan.
Oh, here we go. Ooh, you know what you should try next?
What's up,
you ever
buddy?
heard Panty Raid?
Panty Raid?
Panty Raid. Just how it's spelled, one word. You should look that up, dude. And I don't know. When you get there, let me know some of the songs. Dude, that is some music you fucking like.
God damn it. I need something a little faster, man. This is like boring me to death over here, you know? But you know what? I'll open it up with this. This is one of my jams right here, man. You remember this shit? You remember this shit? I don't know if you remember this shit or not. I'll try to hit it. What up, Kev?
Fuck yeah, I got one for you. I got one for you, bro.
What do you got for me?
Look up Panty Raid. Pantyraid.
Panty Raid?
Mm-hmm. And the song's called Upset. It has a good beat to it, bro.
Upset.
Listen.
Is it one word, Panty Raid?
Yeah. I think you can do something with this.
Panty Raid, get the money? Is that what it is?
No.
No? Who's it by?
Panty Raid. Panty Raid.
Yeah, but who's it by?
No. That's the name of the band. It's Panty Raid and Upset is the name of the song.
Alright.
Panty.
I think I got it.
Yep, that's it. That's a good beat.
Alright.
4 minutes, you can get the groove. It's some good shit, dude. Like, they have a lot of good songs. Same with Bass Nectar.
Is going on with this beat? Where's the piano go? Oh. The piano's all over the damn place. What the fuck is that? Bro, where's the beat? You said this had a good beat. There's not even a percussion. Dude, where'd it go? A cymbal? This is your good beat? It's got a hi-hat.
It fucking changes, dude. Hold on. I'll find you another one.
That's all I hear for a beat. Is a hi-hat. That's it. We gotta get a good one in there.
I'm trying, dude.
Try this.
Sarah is confident.
Oh, Sarah's confident. Great. I'm good.
But when it comes to mortgages, she's less confident. Fortunately, there's Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans.
Good.
Apply
Good thing for
simply,
Rocket Mortgage. That's a
mortgage confident.
man. Where would we be without Rocket Mortgage, guys? What I want you guys to do is stop what you're doing and go sign up for Rocket Mortgage. I mean, you need it in your life. So.
That's how I let you play, man. I love this shit.
Oh shit.
Dude, that was awesome.
I think the beat's about to end. We're gonna change it up. See, I try to stick with the dark rap beats, man, because they sound cool. Can we do a favor? I need y'all to do me a favor. Can you do the Riff Raff one favor? Get your lighters, roll them sticky, let's get higher. Get your lighters, roll them sticky, let's get higher. Can you do me that favor, people? Can you do me that favor? Let's see how this beat touches me.
Cheers. The battle troops.
I got hearts. You see this? See my sunglasses, right? I got hearts, man, because I got nothing but love for them haters out there. These are my hater blockers and their hearts, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is. Man, I just want to go nuts on guitar tonight, dude. I don't know what it is. Man, I need to be in a band, dude. Hit me up. Hit your boy Riff Raff up if you want to play in a fucking band. I want to actually play, like, in a crowd. I like that beat. Hey, I had a couple of saved. Didn't I, on my channel, if I remember. I had this Freddy Krueger beat that I liked. And I want to play it for y'all. I just can't remember what the fuck it was. It's a like video. Here it is. Check it out. You play rhythm? I try to do both, man. I mean, like, I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, something like this, like. What the fuck? Alright. So, this is just a drum beat I looked up on YouTube. I'm gonna play a little bit to it. And I'll show you what I mean by, like, I try to play rhythm and fucking lead at the same time. Well, let me get this right. Alright, so here we go.
pizza over.
I was playing a little bit.
Dude, that was fucking badass.
Thanks. Thanks, man.
The bad approves.
The bad approves. Oh my god, dude.
Shaking his head like there was no tomorrow.
Oh my god. I can play any instrument. The question is how well. You goddamn right. Who came in here the other day and was like, "Can you play switch hand?" And I was like, "Let me try." I fucking.
How'd that go?
It's gonna go like this. Look how good I am. Hold on. I at least want to play one note. Is that it?
There it is. Found it. I found it. Ow, my ears. Go to a lower note, motherfucker.
It's the only one I can play.
That was really high pitched.
I was gonna play Jingle Bells.
I think it's too high for the mic to handle.
Too high? Oh, because I probably clipped it is what happened. I clipped it, and then it needs time to like recondense the whole thing. You know what I mean? Can you hear me? Yeah, because
I could hear you. It cuts
well, I
in
noticed
and out.
it cuts in. It's cutting in and out. Because I noticed like when because Critter, he'll sometimes shout, and like Laura shouts a lot, and he'll kick his camera. And I noticed like whenever they make a lot of loud sounds, it quiets everything else up in the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least you can play the spoons, Ian. I even lack proficiency to do that.
But Riff, you know what time it is.
What time is it,
It's
Bubba?
8 o'clock. So I need to be. I'll be right back after a little bit. Here.
Okay, we'll see you in a minute then, Bubba.
Yep. And then
How's that sounding now?
Omega.
Is that breaking? Is that cutting out still? I'm gonna find out. Hello. Oh, it's too high. Why didn't you tell me?
Omega. When I get back.
I think it should sound alright now. Yeah. Alright, now back to that beat, because that beat was sounding pretty cool, the one that I was going to play a minute ago. Remember that shit? This one here, right? take this one. I like this beat now. I saved it because I thought I liked it. I don't like it no more. I'm gonna unlike it. How do you like that? I just unliked your damn beat. What's this beat sound like? You know it. Let me get this shit. Why did I save this beat? I hate this beat. You know, maybe it's a mood thing. Maybe I just was in that mood or something. You know? Could have been. Because now I don't like them beats. Listen to that shit. That shit sounds like shit. I don't like that shit at all. Wasn't we about to play this one here? Yeah. This shit was sounding alright right here.
Yes! You're killing it.
Scared the shit out of me, JP. Ian McIntyre says I need a mask. Alright. I'll put a mask on.
He doesn't need a mask.
Alright. What's that? What's that you say, Shani? Let's see what this one's all about. It's got a dark, spooky, scary mask. Yeah.
I want to play without the mask.
I want to. Nobody cared about me until I put on the mask. Yes. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. Oh, shit. Still running like... And one and two, and one and two. Oh, no, that's Richard Simmons. I got the wrong Simmons. What an idiot.
You silly goose.
Put on a little bit of background. A little bit of background, huh?
I'm gonna get something to eat, alright?
Alright, big guy. Next beat, son.
The energy required to deal with 7 kids. Yeah, it takes a lot. With Hummer protein, it's amazing how much better the rest of the day goes. You get 30 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, 160 calories.
Put some fucking shit up on there real quick. got here?
Wendy's news.
I like this. Yeah. I like this. I'll see you around, guys. All right, bro. Have a good night, man. That's a fast little run right there. See, we've got another beat. How about this one? $7 years ago, holy shit. God damn. How about this one? Sometimes it's hard to find a goddamn beat. You know what I'm saying? How about scary? Let's get it. Of course you're gonna act up anyways, aren't you? There we go. How about this one? Well, apparently we're gonna brain fart. She's just gonna load. Motherfucker. I hate this thing. Has brain farts an awful lot. What are you gonna do? Look, it won't. This shit ain't loading nothing. There we go, finally. Try that again. Alright, let's hit this bitch.
All across America,
apparently we gotta watch
people
a 30
are
second
choosing
video.
Nissan.
Everything's falling apart. Holy shit, that's loud. Everything's falling apart. It's all falling apart. God damn. ROCK in the USA, apparently. What I want you all to do is stop what you're doing and go buy a fucking Nissan car right now, because innovation excites. Alright, just so you know.
Valentine on the track.
Valentine on the track.
www.valentinebeats.com.
Sounds alright, I guess. Why the fuck did it stop? Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. Christ, I'm gonna drop my guitar, drop my iPad, fucking Christ. I'm gonna do that shit. Produced by Valentine. Get your beat now. Produced by Valentine. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Damn, son, where'd you find this? Now, I want to do that beat again, son. But first, I'm going to take another rip. I'm going to take this fucking mask off, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. I don't know how Laura can wear a mask for 2-3 hours straight. Oh. Jeez. Woo! How the hell are you, bros? I love this little hat. Can't have my hat. Can't. It's my hat. It's my hat. I love my little glasses. My glasses. They want my hat. They don't want my damn shirts. They want my hat. It's my hat. I like my hat. My mom picked this out special for me. Alright. I definitely want to do that beat again. Did you hear that shit, babe? That shit was sounding alright, wasn't it? I'm gonna do this beat. Then I'll end it out pretty soon. Alright, babe?
Valentine. Track. www.valentinebeats.com.
I like how they promote themselves, so I don't have to. That's nice. ValentineBeats.com. Nice. I think it's cool. I like that beat. Hold on. Whoa. I like that beat a lot, dude. Valentine on the track. I wonder if he makes more. He must, right? Oh.
Right now,
Valentine on the track.
spring bonus during the Infinity Start Your Own Legacy spring event.
This That's really good, man. Good for him. Valentine on the track. Valentine on the track. www.valentinebeats.com. God damn it.
Here's the biggest news in breakouts in decades. This is going to take care of this. Announcing all new Proactive MD with Dappy. An amplifying ingredient so advanced it used to be a prescription to pill, but not anymore. Clear acting with the power of a prescription, no prescription required. Now that adapting is available without a prescription, it is revolutionizing the way we treat acne.
With Proactive MD, my skin never looks this good.
Go to proactive.com and try Proactive MD. Risk-free for 60 days. Plus, get a free gift. Order now.
Order now. Order a free fucking whatever the hell they're talking about. Because you need it. Yeah. Get it now. Valentine Productions. Like a boss. We do it like a boss. And you know we do like a boss. Let's put this shit on like a boss, like a boss, like a boss. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, hitchy glitchy, hitchy glitchy. How can you work with that? It must be the way it recorded. Must be the way it recorded. Because that shit was like hitchy, hurchy glurchy. There we go, this one might be good. Ooh, I like it already. I feel like all of our internet is shit in the bed. Live game, wow, what up, motherfucker? How you doing? How are you tonight, my friend? Dude, I'm trying to master this little pirate beat right here, dude. Oh, fucking Christ. Like, get out of here. Jesus. Anyway. Bro, I'm trying to master this little pirate beat here. Because I think it sounds fucking cool, don't you, babe?
I do like it.
Yeah, I'm going to like it right now because I think it's...
You might want to save it.
Save. Oh, shit. Save. Baby, I'm dropping everything. I'm drunk. I'm drunk. I swear to God I am. What is the fuck? Why did it stop? Why does it do that, honey? It just stops. It's just like, yep, I'm done. Oh yeah. Oh fucking yeah. You know it is. Alright. Alright, let's do it. I'm doing pretty good resting after a long day of work. Aw, man, I hear that, dude. I hear you, bro. Is it done, really? It doesn't last very long. That's the only thing I hate about it. It's fucking cool, though. It's pretty cool. Oh, but the shit don't last very long. Yeah. Dead silence? What's this one do? No name beats. Why can't I do it? I hate it when they use a synthesizer and then they pitch it, because then I can't match the guitar to it, because I'm trapped by goddamn frets. Fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. This one looks promising. Let's see what we got here. That one looks promising. Let's see what we got. There it is. Close to the end. We're close to the end. Almost at the 3-hour mark. You know it. Close to the end. We better make these last couple of songs pretty good. Why does this thing keep falling? Where the hell is that? You could do that, I guess. This shit's hard to get, dude. What do we got here? Oh, that's cool. Let's hit it. Yeah. Oh, come on, really? How many times are people gonna re-upload this beat right here? It's fucking, it's crazy. It really is. It's crazy how many times they do this shit. Unbelievable. Hey, we're having an issue here. Try it again. Come on, man. This thing is such a piece of shit. It's ridiculous. Let's go, bitch. Yeah, there we go.
You are now listening to a Softbeds production. You are now listening to a Softbeds production.
Your burrito is sparkling. Get a dollar for dollar match of all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year, automatically. Where'd you go, Bob?
I could place all of that together if I had enough time. Oh, fuck. He's gone. Fuck you, Brooklyn. Fuck you, man. Dude, I'm smoking sour and skunk, man. Of course I'm gone, dude. Of course I'm gone. Fuck you. How the fuck are you, bro? Oh, shit. I'm almost at my mark. I'm about to be ending this stream out anyways. I was just zoning out on some guitar because there's no one in here, so I was just zoning out. You know what I mean? So, having a good time. Doing my thing. Smoking my trees. Playing my guitar. I'm in my element. Having my good time. You know what's up. Fuck you, Brooklyn. Motherfucker came in here, caught me off guard. Caught me off guard. Shit. I'm gonna have to surprise your ass in one of your streams one of these times. Sneak up on you somehow. I like the way you play, yeah, man. Since you're here, dude, I'll play you a couple that I like a lot. My style will be different. Good, and it should be. And it should be too, man. I have a lot of Death Clock influences in me, if you believe it or not. Watch. I'll play one of their songs and tell me this doesn't... I'm going to point this out to you, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I have a lot of Death Clock influence in me. So here's a Death Clock song. Wasn't this Blackened by Crows or whatever, or something, or Taken by Crows, or... Remember that shit? Anyways, you hear that? Tell me that doesn't sound exactly like Riff Raff. I pretty much fucking fashioned my entire style like around Death Clock and shit. I don't know why. But like, you know. Man, I love that shit, dude. And fucking Moosta Crackers. I can't even remember how to play this shit nowadays. When is the when is the mothership? Oh, dude, I can't even read them so high. Oh my god, dude. Hello, Earth. This is the starship calling. The Earth says hello. Easy to learn, acoustic or electric? I heard acoustic. Yeah, I mean, you know, acoustic, you got your... I'll play a little acoustic, you know. Anyways, the mothership. Play a little bit of acoustic for you. I like that stuff. Stuff like that, man. I like doing shit like that, you know, like little ditties and shit. I can finger pick a little bit, like, without having to tune in up into a... Let me get a little style. I get that Dust in the Wind style, and I'll just change it up, right? You can apply that pretty much anywhere, though. In the classical sense, like. Yeah. I need an extra testicle. Phone home. Yeah, I just enjoy the sounds, man, of the real stuff. You know, the soft sounds. You just tune it down. weird shit, you know? But it's all derived from that one chord. You know what I mean? But it's all stemmed from that one chord. That's got a nice tone, though. Especially when you come down here and you make it brighter, and then you listen. Oh, it's got such a nice little tone to it. plays the guitar. I like to play the guitars, and then sometimes I play it, and then sometimes I do it. Oh my god. Fuck, JP is still playing Omega? Well, so ain't I. Matter of fact, that sounds like a good idea. But anyways, thanks for coming in, bros. Thanks for supporting me. This was a great show, I think. I did a lot of stuff today. I talked about the news. We talked about, you know, Trump's foreign policy and how shitty it is and how it's pissing me the fuck off. We're talking about the Finsbury Mosque terror attack. Talked about the terror attack that happened today in the Michigan airport. Talked a little bit about Owen Schroyer and how he put all the violence from the left in one nice little neat little package. And then I was explaining how, you know, why not beat the shit out of people this summer when you have all this support from the media, from, you know, Hollywood and shit like that. And yeah, we talked a little bit about Hillary Clinton coming back with her little resistance bullshit. A whole bunch of crap like that. And then I played guitar for a while, so that was a lot of fun. So that's what we did today. News, comedy, guitar, conspiracies. That's basically the meat and potatoes of the show. You know, we come in, we collaborate, we have a little fun. Today we had some guests I dual streamed with JP Kills, aka the 420 Bat. And if y'all don't know who the 420 Bat is, please go and subscribe to him. He's awesome. He's got a cool little chill lounge. He's into comic books, and he's always doing his thing. Much love to anybody that supports me. If you're new to the channel or if you just stopped by, please hit that motherfucking subscribe button. Talk to your boy Riff Rav. Send me comments. You know, give me feedback, whatever I could do to improve. You just let a brother know. Also, on a side note, just so you guys know, I can't monetize any of my videos. I've also went ahead and just started doing a little bit of extra side projects, like this little Riff Rags and Trends is operational. You can go to Facebook and search that. It's a closed group. You know, that's where most of my styles are. Those are the styles that I have on hand because I'm selling that to my community and to my friends. I also do traveling vendors where I do car shows, rock concerts, whatever comes my way. And support your local media, support your local talent, and buy a motherfucking t-shirt. I just played guitar for 2 hours and I talked all sorts of fucking conspiracies and put all these facts together for you bros. You know what I'm saying? That's hard goddamn work. Buy a fucking t-shirt. Hook a brother up. Support your local media, support your local talent. Also support your local streamers, man. Pretty much anybody that's on my fucking little shout out list. Go and subscribe to them. Support them, support what they do. Especially Delic, especially Nikki D. Lovely. These are people that, you know, like Delic sells boards on his stream. Fucking high quality skateboards. Go check him out. Nikki D. Lovely is a model. She takes photos. She has a calendar of herself. It's a really nice calendar. Go check that out. Obviously, we got T-Steve, Jelly Jungle, Golden Threat, Crazy Tools, Fart Socks, Chrissy Hammer, Stephen King Show, 420 Club, GPG Club, Delic's Life, The 420 Bat, Nikki D, Liquid Lola, Dude 125, Hater Terminator, Super Dave, Twisted Sense, Pigeon Laura Croft, Big Crash, Mad Max, Graveyard Salute, Rock Metal Nation, Listwitz, Ruger Q, Darth, Skywalker, Mary Pike, Critter, Nerdy Effects, 604, Sam Naga, and Dr. Jekyll. You know, much love, big ups, mad respect to all you guys that respect me, because that's cool as fuck of you. Boom. Right? You already fucking know, bro. So, holler at your boy Riff Raff. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. As always, keep it classy. You know, stay classy, stay cool, stay awesome, and stay a Riffamaniac. Subscribe today. Peace out, bros.